But let's get down to the thing I guess most of you are here tonight to find out about, and that's what categories we are going to be offering to you this year. There's some familiar ones which are coming back. There are some categories where the criteria has been changed a little bit, and we've got 2 or 3 brand new categories for you as well this year. So let's take a look at some of them. The first one, of course, is our Showpiece Award, Shropshire Company of the Year, won, as we said, by Stallion AI. By the way, somebody's left their Stallion AI car keys on my lectern here. When you've lost them later on, that's where they are. The Company of the Year Award is the big award. This is for the all-round star performer, and we know we don't really have to sell this one. We always get lots of fantastic entries. It's quality and it's quantity. Also back this year, we've got our Best New Business Award, which is sponsored by our friends from E02, and widened the qualifying period for that by an extra 12 months so that it gives more businesses who've been trying to establish themselves since COVID a little bit more time to make themselves available for that one. After Best New Business, we have Best Small Business. That's sponsored by Assets, and that's for micro businesses, small businesses, up to and including 10 members of staff. Again, the criteria has been tweaked a little bit for that one this year. Outstanding customer service for businesses who can prove that they are delivering over and above customer expectations. That has always been part of this awards from the very first year. There's a sponsor opportunity, as you can see, with that category. I'll tell you a bit more about that shortly. Outstanding Business Growth is the next one. This one's sponsored by Aaron and Partners, and again the criteria has been adapted this year on the back of some of the feedback we had from the judges last year, who talked to us about the things that they really thought they wanted to know about some of the businesses in this category. So check out the criteria in that one. Community Champion is the next one. Business in the community, such an important thing at the moment with social value on the agenda. Any business that is putting something back into the local community, whether you're sponsoring local causes, supporting other local traders, this is the category for you. And that's sponsored by our new Shropshire Chamber patron, Coforge, first time sponsor this year. We've then got Retail, Leisure and Hospitality Achievement. In fact, I've missed one out first. We've got Excellence Manufacturing and Engineering first. This is sponsored by the Marches Education Partnership. And if you don't know too much about them, that's a collaboration of a range of training organisations, including Telford College, Shrewsbury College, Ludlow and North Shropshire College, and other training providers who all come together specifically to address some of the skills issues around manufacturing and engineering. So it's a perfect fit from that point of view. We then have Retail, Leisure and Hospitality Achievement. This is sponsored by WR Partners, brought this into the competition, brought it back last year for the first time and had some really good entries to that. So that one is back this year. A new award we then come to this year, which is the Inspirational Adult Learner Award. This one is sponsored by Telford College. It's open to anyone aged 19 or above who can demonstrate a positive or a life-changing experience from their connection to adult learning, with any kind of connection to either Shropshire or Telford and Wrekin training providers. So we're looking forward to seeing what kind of entries we get from that one this year. Next up, we have the Trailblazer Innovation Award. This one is sponsored by Harper Adams University. And again, this has been part of the awards now for quite a few years. This is all about companies that can show what their USP is and how they're really standing out from the competition. So that's the Trailblazer Innovation Award. Next one up, another one that's been in the awards for many years, the Eco Award. Sponsorship opportunity still for this one. This is, again, the very topical environmentally aware businesses category, people that promote innovative practices, processes and technologies and can prove the buy-in from all levels of their team. We then have our Young Business Person category. And just to show how quickly you need to move tonight, folks, if you are interested in sponsoring one of these awards, at the start of the day, this one had a sponsorship opportunity. It's already gone. Our dear friends at McPhillips have come forward and said they're kindly going to be sponsoring the Young Business Person Award. That's open to anybody aged 30 or below at the start of this year. So that's our Young Business Person. We then have 2 special awards. Anyone who's been to the awards in recent years will be very familiar with the next one, which is the John Clayton Award, which is named in honour of a former Shropshire Chamber of Commerce president, who's, as you'll see from the photographs that we've been sharing on social media over the last few weeks, was an integral part of the awards for many, many of the early years before he sadly left us. And this is given to an individual who's shown an outstanding contribution to the Shropshire business community over a significant number of years. It's a sort of lifetime achievement award, really. The winner is chosen by the Shropshire Chamber Board, but on the back of nominations that we want from all of you guys. So if you've got anybody you think, unsung heroes from the Shropshire business community that deserve recognition this year, please do make sure that you nominate them. And last, but certainly not least, we come to our Champion of Champions Award. Now, for the event's 10th anniversary, we did this, where we invited all previous Shropshire Company of the Year winners to throw their hats into the ring, very appropriate for this year, and tell us why they think they should be crowned Champion of Champions. We have 15 or 16 businesses that this is open to who have won the award over the years. We have a 3-time winner in E02, we have a couple of 2-time winners, and lots of great businesses who have lifted the title right the way back since McConnell's in Ludlow won the very first award back in 2001. Now, you're not automatically entered for this if you're a champion. You do need to enter for that, and we would say it would be fantastic if we had the whole gamut of Shropshire Company of the Year winners in the hat for us this year, for the judges to make what I'm sure would be a very, very difficult decision. So that's a special one, a one-off just for the 25th anniversary. So that's a very, very quick run through of the categories that we've got this year. 14 categories there are in total. All the information you'll find in your brochure tonight and all the details about the criteria. And can I ask you now, folks, whatever you are sitting, preferably not a Range Rover or a car, but give me a drum roll, please. Don't hit anything that's expensive. Can I have a drum roll, please? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, entries for the awards are now open. Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I needed at that point. All the details are available on the Shropshire Chamber Business Awards website, which is shropshirechamberbusinessawards.com. You can enter online. Do be aware that there's a very specific word count this year, and entrants will be penalised if they go over the word count, because I know that that's one of the reasons, Ruth tells me, that Kelly has to get the hair dye out, because it sends her grey, trying to make sure that she keeps everybody's word count on track. So shropshirechamberbusinessawards.com is the place to find out about the categories, to enter right now, to lodge any interest that you've got in any sponsorship categories that are still available. But the best thing to do, because you're all here tonight, is if you are interested, have a word with Kelly. There is currently a 10% early bird discount on table bookings. That's right, isn't it, Kelly? Till the end of February? Am I right in saying till 28th of February? So just to run through some of the sponsorship opportunities that we've got tonight still available. As I said, this slide it's already sort of out of date. But we had 4 categories at the start of the day still remaining. Our Showpiece Award for Shropshire Company of the Year. I mean, that really is a fantastic opportunity for someone to get on board with the Chamber. A high profile raising chance where we're hoping we're going to have 700 or 800 people in the room at Telford International Centre tonight, on the awards night in June alone. And we've got a huge number of promotional opportunities between now and then. I'll tell you some of the milestones later. So we've got Company of the Year. Outstanding Customer Service is another one of the categories still available, and the Eco Award too. And as I say, the Younger Business Person one, well, this evening, that one has already gone. So, but there are various other sponsorship opportunities this year, more than we've ever had before, recognising that different businesses have different budgets and want to get involved in different ways. You can sponsor the pre-dinner drinks reception, for example. You can sponsor the Wi-Fi on the night if there's a technology company that feels that would be a good fit. You can sponsor the Master of Ceremonies. It's my 25th and final year this year, so I'll be able to give you plenty of plugs through the night and give you a name check during the evening. And of course, you can also advertise in the Book of the Night, the souvenir magazine, which will be available. Or indeed, sponsor our charity fundraising game. Now, every year, these awards raise money for a very worthy local cause, and we'll be revealing in a few moments who we've actually chosen this year. So there are a couple of other new opportunities for businesses less than 4 employees. There's a £100 plus VAT package, which involves sponsors' highlights in the Business Awards programme and various other things, and another one for businesses with 10 to 15 staff, where you can get involved in the charity game and also have some high profile in the hall on the night. So if you want to find out about any of those opportunities or anything bespoke that you want to do, have a chat with Kelly and the team. 2 other things to mention that we are doing. This next one is for the very first time. Now, one of the things that the judges feed back to us almost every year is that they get entries from companies that they might know about. and they know that they're brilliant businesses, and they look at the entry that's been lodged, and it just doesn't tick the boxes. And the most infuriating thing, I know I'm talking on behalf of anybody who's been involved in the shortlisting, they know that businesses are not doing themselves justice. So we've got here at the Chamber's Telford offices 2 2-hour award writing workshops that we're going to be doing, which will just run through the good, the bad and the ugly examples of entries over the years which have been shortlisted, examples of some that have won, and more importantly maybe examples of companies that we know are great and didn't get shortlisted, to actually look at what they didn't do right. It's the old exam paper thing, isn't it, making sure you read the question. The criteria for these awards is really important, so we're going to be sitting down and just explaining all of that to people. February the 25th and March the 11th, and those, Kelly, are available to book on the Chamber website, aren't they? Or again, just have a word with any of the team. We always, as I say, choose a charity to support for our charity fundraising game this year, and we will now reveal the identity of this year's charity. It is the people from the Midlands Air Ambulance. That's pretty much it, so we can get back to the popcorn and the cocktails. But just a few dates for your diary. The closing date for entries for the awards this year will be the 4th of April. So that's the cut-off point. Shortlisted finalists this year are going to be revealed in a slightly different way. The Chamber has one of its business expos at the Mercure Telford Centre Hotel on April the 10th. So I would say if you are in the hat, get yourself booked on there, because one of the features at that expo is we will be taking to the stage to reveal live, with a great deal of excitement, the list of shortlisted finalists for this year. If you are shortlisted, the judging visits are going to take place between the 12th and the 20th of May. And if you've not been shortlisted before, just to explain that you will actually have a panel of judges from the Chamber, usually 3 or 4 people, who will come and visit you in your premises if you're shortlisted. They spend a huge amount of time, give a huge amount of time, the independent judges, to visit companies in all corners of the county to find out what you do and actually see it for themselves. That's the thing, one of the things that sets this Business Awards competition apart from a lot of the others. So make sure that you are available on the dates. You'll find the specific category judging dates are actually in your programme, actually at the back. So clear your diary if you are entering, so that you're available for the shortlisting. And then most importantly of all, the awards night. As I said, I look forward to getting up on stage as Master of Ceremonies for you. I'm very proud to have been involved in this from the very first year. And on June the 20th, we will be doing it all again. So thank you so much on behalf of the Chamber for coming. Please do speak to the Chamber team for any questions you've got, sponsorship, entries or otherwise. And we look forward to receiving your entries and seeing you for a great party, the greatest show, on the 20th of June. Thanks so much.